What's up, everybody? It's Josh coming at you from Nerd Ventures Tower, and holy crap, the animation panel for Marvel Studios at San Diego Comic-Con 2022 just wrapped up. It has a plethora of incredible, amazing announcements, a lot of stuff that blew my mind, so we're going to go over all of that in this video. A couple of things I want to say. There may or may not be some clarifications for things that were talked about, maybe, you know, during press interviews after the panel or something like that. And of course, tomorrow is the massive panel late at night for Hall H and the live action MCU stuff. I will be live over on my live streaming channel tomorrow at around 7:30 at night. Make sure you go check that out. I will clarify any details that come out about any of the animated stuff, and we will, of course, react to all of the live action stuff. And there were some crazy copyrighted things that came out about a Kang's Dynasty film, the multiversal saga, very likely being the actual saga of where we're at right now, like the Infinity Saga was before. Secret Wars was officially copywritten as a movie for Marvel Studios. As I've been telling you guys, that's coming very soon. So I think tomorrow's panel, tomorrow's stream is going to be absolutely crazy, man. But let's get into the animation stuff for now. The very first thing that was talked about was the I Am Groot special. We have an official trailer here. It's going to come out August 10th. 5 different short films. Looks really fun. Has like sort of a Gulliver's Travelers kind of a vibe here. Going to be very hilarious. I love the character of Groot, so I'm excited to check this out. We'll do a watch party for that. We will break all of that down. The next thing that was talked about was Spider-Man freshman year. And there's a ton going on with freshman year. Okay, so one of the first things is that Charlie Cox will be back as Daredevil in this series. That's absolutely incredible. And him in the black suit here with the red eyes, that's crazy. I've heard this is similar to the suit he will have in Echo as well. But that's not all, man. There's a ton of crazy stuff happening with Spider-Man, the freshman year show, which is making some people not think it's canon. Here's a look at one of the suits that Peter's going to have in this show, and he's apparently going to have several suits during this show. Again, this is all during the year before Civil War, but it is said that there will be a second season called Sophomore Year, which is also going to come out. This is probably going to come out in 2024, just so everybody knows. Here's another look here at Peter Parker. This is going to be Tom Holland's Spider-Man, and they're saying that it is indeed going to be canon to the MCU, but there's a lot of confusing aspects of this. Like, apparently he's going to fight a bunch of crazy villains like Dr. Octopus, the Rhino, Scorpion, Speed Demon, Tarantula, who I always thought was an underrated Spider-Man villain, very cool, and other villains will be there. And it's like, okay, well, how does all of that fit into the MCU, right? Is this actually going to be an MCU show? On top of that, guys, there's going to be adventures with Doctor Strange, which is kind of odd, right? And Norman Osborn. Okay, here you see Doctor Strange fighting some kind of demon thing here. Apparently this is the chick from the Runaways as well, who gets the crazy scepter that has all of that power. So there's just like a ton of wild stuff going on here that kind of makes people think, I don't know if this is going to be canon, right? Like this, for instance, crazy. Norman Osborn with the waves, by the way. Like, come on, man. Can we get some love for Norman Osborn with the waves and Aunt May? But this seems so eerily similar to the shots with him and Tony Stark, right, from Civil War. So, you know, it says here that Norman Osborn will be the mentor figure in the show. I don't know what that means. Like, again, is this indeed happening in the MCU or not? Is this an alternate timeline? Or has the timeline been affected by something else that's going on in the multiverse? We're not entirely sure, but nonetheless, it looks really freaking cool, man. Here's some of the new suits that you can expect Peter to be wearing in the show as well. Love this white Fantastic Four Future Foundation suit over here. Very, very hyped up stuff. So I don't know. I really don't know what to think other than I'm incredibly excited. The show is said to not debut until 2024, but again, they have already greenlit a second season. So that's pretty freaking hyped up if you ask me. Now, the next big one was Marvel Zombies. There's a lot to get in here as well. This is a continuation of the story from What If, right, with the zombie universe. And there's going to be a ton of crazy people coming back. There's going to be Ghost, Abomination, Captain Marvel, Scarlet Witch, Hawkeye, Okoye, Captain America, Jimmy Woo, Kate Bishop, Yelena, Shang-Chi, Miss Marvel, and more. And one of the wild things that here you get a shot of some of them within the zombie universe. One of the wild things about this is that it is going to be TVMA. It is rated TVMA for mature, which means they're probably going to really lean into the gore, ripping body stuff apart and being very, very violent. Here you see Scarlet Witch zombie. You've got, Clint Barton, Okoye as a zombie, Abomination, Captain Marvel, Captain America. Not entirely sure, actually, who this is. Maybe Ghost, huh? But either way, really crazy, dude. So bold for Marvel Studios to do TVMA, very mature with the animation. I mean, here you have Icarus. I think that's going to be fan-freaking-tastic. You got a bunch of Skrull showing up as well. You've got look like some actual vampire hunter people here. I don't know who all these characters are, but very interesting nonetheless, man. And again, just such a bold freaking choice for them to do Marvel Zombies as TVMA. They really resonated with people when they mentioned that. Like, that was really, really wild, and we're all very excited for that. Now, the next thing that happened was, of course, talking about X-Men 97. I'm so hyped up for X-Men 97, man. I love the X-Men. I love that 90s show, and we get a shot of the returning X-Men team featuring a lot of familiar faces. You got Rogue, Gambit, Wolverine, Jubilee, Cyclops, Storm, Jean Grey, and Beast. But one of the most crazy, wild things about this is that Magneto is going to be in charge of the X-Men. He will be the leader of the X-Men in X-Men 97, and maybe Charles is off the table. We don't 100% know what is going on here. To be honest with you, like, this suit's a little different for me, although with the helmet on, it still could be absolutely incredible, and I love Magneto, so I'm super down with him being the leader of the X-Men. It is also said that the Hellfire Club with the freaking Black King and the White Queen, Emma Frost and Sebastian Shaw, are going to be playing big roles here. And Mr. Sinister is back in a major way for the show as well. So I can't wait to see what's going on with that. Could be some Age of Apocalypse type stuff happening there. Really, really wild. And you get other characters returning as well. Like, check this out, man. You got Sunspot, you've got Morph, Cable, Bishop, Forge, and Nightcrawler. Absolute craziness. So hyped up to get all of these characters back. So X-Men 97 is confirmed to be coming out late next year, its first season, but it is already greenlit for a second season. And so we'll be getting a second season of the X-Men 97 show as well. As of the time of recording this, no clarification on if this is canon to the MCU live action, but nonetheless, that is really freaking crazy as well. We're also getting What If Season 2, and that should be coming out early next year, and that is greenlit for a third season as well. They did clarify that that is not the same Captain Carter in Multiverse of Madness than the one you see in Season 1 of What If, but nonetheless, they have a lot of hyped up stuff coming. You'll get Captain Carter versus Winter Soldier, a Hydra Stomper, kind of set up in the first season. You'll get Iron Man on Sakaar, which was cut from the first season. You'll get Odin taking on the Mandarin, which seems amazing, and you'll get a full episode that's focused on Hela. So, to recap some of the most mind-blowing crazy things to me, you've got freshman year in 2024 with Charlie Cox actually being Daredevil. A lot of confusion, especially with regards to those shots of Norman Osborn kind of replacing Tony from what we see in No Way Home, or in Civil War. In Civil War, which is absolute nuts. You're going to get Norman Osborn, Harry Osborn, Doctor Strange. Amadeus Cho is apparently in the show. So how does this relate to the MCU? We're not quite sure. Maybe this is an alternate Earth somewhere. Maybe a lot of these shows are happening in an alternate Earth, and perhaps there'll be some tie-in with What If. Marvel Zombies being a continuation of What If and also being TVMA and leaning into the gore, I think is going to be absolutely incredible. Huge surprise there. It sets the stage for other R-rated TVMA animated and even live action stuff for Marvel Studios, which is freaking crazy. X-Men 97, mind-blowing stuff. A clip was shown, apparently looks incredible. A lot of returning characters happening in 97. Magneto will be taking control and be in charge of the X-Men at this moment. Sinister being the big villain, the Hellfire Club being the big villain. A lot of mystery and intrigue there. And we've got Baby Groot, an animated series of shorts coming out in just a couple of weeks here. Marvel fans are eating so damn good. And as a reminder, we'll be talking about this as a community tomorrow on the live streaming channel around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let me know what you think, your first reactions to this news in the comments section here. Is there something I missed? Let me know here. And otherwise, I'll see you guys live tomorrow where we react to hopefully an incredible panel by Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios. I'm just so damn excited!